Hey there, a happy day 1101 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here at your service, documenting the journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world, corporate America, and a lot of different businesses, like 27 different businesses and industries, to the online world, which I consider all one business and all one industry, which it totally is not, right? I've done a bunch of different things online. I'm going to have to add up and count all the different things I've done online because I haven't done that yet. Offline, I counted up one day and I figured I was in at least 27 different businesses and industries in the brick and mortar real world of business. So I'm going to have to figure out how many things have I tried online. I've tried a lot of stuff online. Some of it's worked, some of it's failed miserably. And it's hard to admit, but some of the stuff I've done so wrong and just completely flopped on. Or I dabbled in it, tried it a few times, and I didn't keep doing it until I got the success I wanted. I gave up and I went to something else. Shiny object syndrome. I'd never really heard of shiny object syndrome offline, but in the online world, it is a real thing, a real phenomenon. So what am I working on? Get Up and Go challenge number 6 of our 30 plus day challenges. 2020, I did 5 30 plus day challenges under the Get Up and Go moniker or name. And I like it. I like the idea of getting up and going, keeping moving no matter what is going on. And last year, I definitely needed a kick in the butt to get up and go and keep moving, given all the craziness and chaos that went on in 2020. And lo and behold, 2021 isn't proving to be any different. It's actually proving to be a little bit more bizarre and negative in a lot of areas and aspects. And so to combat that negative energy that I'm feeling from the outside pressing in like a big old weight on my chest, I needed to do another Get Up and Go challenge. So started yesterday, Get Up and Go challenge. What I did yesterday, instead of summarizing and telling people, hey, here's the challenge, here's what we're going to do, here's why you want to do it, here's what's in it for you, we'll do that tomorrow. But today we covered that summary. Yesterday, I shared 34 different lessons learned that I had from 2020, some of which I carried forward into 2021, and some I let slip and I didn't. And so for me, January was a huge lessons learned month. I learned a lot in January 2021 about myself, the environment, other people, how I perceive and how I interact with different things. Lots about myself, because this year's 365-day challenge is to do one thing every day that centers you. So last year was do one fun thing every day. Perfect for 2020 and hanging out with my granddaughter. 2021, I think being more centered, being more focused, really knowing what's important to me and the people that are participating in that challenge, and centering and focusing on understanding myself and what's on the inside and how to let that out and how to deal with that and how to understand that and how to even know what those things are. I think that centering is a perfect choice for 2021, at least for me and the people that are doing it with me. So today was about pleasurable moments of pleasure. And every day it's about something like that. I don't know about you, but I spend a lot more time thinking about and being present in the moments that are miserable or painful or that upset me in a negative way than I ever do in a positive way. I don't do it on purpose. I think it's kind of human nature, given our environment, that the negative things are just poking us in the head and getting our attention all the time. And that squeezes out the time and energy that we put toward the amazing things that are going on in our life all the time. One of the reasons I practice gratitude every day is I want to make sure that I'm not letting those negative nudging things from the outside sneak into and steal my peace of mind and my peace and my heart and everything else. So centering, I think, is a great one for 2021. Still doing the idiom every day for Supersize Your Business and those folks. Today was beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I know I've covered this one before in the 700 plus idioms that I've shared, but I wanted to, beginning of this year, do like 100 proverbs. Proverbs, I think, are such powerful idioms because they've been with us for hundreds and hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, many of them. And they're very well known. I don't know hardly anyone who hasn't heard the expression or read or seen the expression at least sometime in their lifetime, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? If you haven't ever heard of this, share in the comments below, because I want to know if it's just my interpretation of proverbs and idioms, that people are aware of them, or that they're not. I know language is an extremely powerful tool. The words we use, the way we describe things, help to create our life, our reality, our existence. And I think words do that, but idioms do that in a slightly different way, because the words combined mean something different than the words when they're looked at individually. And so I think there's even more room for interpretation and confusion if we're using idioms, and many people are. Because when I say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, people know what I mean, but they know and they see it and they feel it in a more colorful way, a more imagined way, a more clear focused way than if I just say everybody thinks of things differently. Everybody thinks attractive is different to everyone. Beauty is different to everybody. That's subject to more misunderstanding, I think, than saying beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think it gives you a clearer picture of the same concept. Maybe that's just me. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I actually shared one of my granddaughter's beautiful pieces of art to demonstrate that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I actually love this picture. I need to get it framed. Right now I just keep it in my office, but I need to get it framed because she painted it for all of us. All of us got a unique piece of artwork. I think it was when she was 3. It was a couple Christmases ago. So I want to say when she was 3, she painted artwork for all of us. And they're very colorful, which I love. Colorful, creative, and fun. I'm not sure what the big black thing is in the middle that kind of looks like a heart. I wonder if she's saying I'm a black heart, or it could be the United States. Not sure. Probably is none of the above. It's just creative painting and coloring by a 3-year-old. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What's the impact of that as we're growing and building our businesses? Get Up and Go Challenge. I'm excited to be doing a Get Up and Go Challenge again. Just day 2, doing a little bit different this time. Every time I do a challenge, it's different. It's morphing every time, which would go against the marketers and gurus' expectations and saying, this is how you should do a challenge. It's 5 days and this is the specific promise and all these things. But I'm not doing it as a marketing tool. I'm doing it to really help people transform and create what they want in their life. And with that intention and that purpose, I create a very different challenge than people that are just doing it for a marketing activity or to bring more people into their world on a marketing basis. All of them help get you results. Every challenge that you do and put your heart into, you will generally get the result that they're promising you at the beginning. But I'm finding that people are making smaller and smaller promises, more specific and more specific promises, because they're using it as a marketing, a way to market, introduce themselves to you, and bring you into their high-ticket program or their world of coaching or whatever. And it's an awesome tool to do that. Not why I do mine. I do mine to actually help people transform and guarantee that they'll be better off after they face a challenge or a change, even as big as COVID-19 or a health challenge, that they are guaranteed to be better off after that. Everybody should have that ability, and that ability ingrained in their subconscious naturally, so they don't have to worry about whenever things change. Why? Because things are changing all the time, right? Everything changes all the time, and that's our natural state. Yet somehow we're led to believe when we're growing up that routines and consistency and things will be the same, and we don't have to, and we're taught to fear and push against change, where change and challenges are when everything happens, and it can either happen for us or against us. It's up to us to choose and decide. I say let's make all of the change that happens in the world naturally work for us and in our favor. So those are some of the things I'm working on today. Did the majority of my big project over the weekend of sorting and going through things from my move. Now I get a kind of a hiatus. I've just got to go through some electronics and some toys of my granddaughter's. I might wait till tomorrow and actually go through and organize those with her so that we can move those to her dad's house. And then that's about it for the organizing that I can do right now. And then come spring, I got a big storage unit that I'm going to have to devote some time and energy. I'm going to have to actually schedule it to make sure that I get it done and I get that storage unit dealt with, because I haven't used the things in there for a year and a half now. So if I haven't used them for a year and a half, and I've only been there not even a handful of times to get things out of it, I probably can release all those things into the universe to benefit other people's lives, and I can move forward without the baggage of holding on to and having those things. Now, there are some things in there I need and want for sure. Photographs, photographs from the kids. There's some things of the kids in there that I want them to have. some Christmas things and some other things like the Christmas village and things. But otherwise, there's a lot of stuff in there, you know, a lot of stuff from my old office that I used to have. I still probably do have a little bit of an office supply collecting problem. I tend to have a ton of office supply type things. And it's interesting because as my vision has tanked, I really can't even use 95% of the things that I used to have and collect for office supplies. I still write things down. I'm a big believer in writing things down and capturing things. Problem is, I can't read them. So I write them down to help me remember them, but I don't really use writing anymore as my means of capturing information and collecting information. I use it to help me remember as a tool. I heaven forbid should anyone try to read my stuff, but I do that. But I don't really need, you know, all the journals and all the notebooks and things that I continue to keep. But to me, writing is such an important way and a reinforcer of learning. Whether I can read it or not, it doesn't matter. The fact that I'm writing it down helps my brain remember it and helps me to store it in ways that are more accessible than if I didn't write things down. That's just me. I do use a lot more of recordings and recorded messages and things, whereas I used to write and read my goals every day and my affirmations and things. I'd have them hanging, literally one of those people that have affirmations hanging over my bathroom mirror. I used to. I don't now because I can't see them, but I used to always have, you know, a couple of sheets of what am I here for? What am I creating in the world? How do I want to show up? Who do I want to be? I had those statements on my bathroom mirror. Now they're on my phone. I've got them recorded in my own voice on my phone, which works. And I know I should listen to them every day. I don't. That's one of those 2020 things that I let slip in January, and I'm going to probably get back to that as part of the Get Up and Go challenge, because I know that I get the results I want when I do certain behaviors and activities every day. I know that they lead to the culmination and the results that I want, the continuous improvement in my life. So that's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Get Up and Go challenge. Videos are always, and the lessons are always available on the Get Up and Go challenge page. It's a Facebook page, and on the private Get Up and Go group, the Get Up and Go challenge group. And that group, very few members in it, which is on purpose because people don't want to join a ton of groups. But it's a great place to actually interact with me, get your questions answered, get feedback, and you know, free coaching for any area or aspect of the challenge that we're working on that you might have questions or specific questions on. I'm sure that group won't stay small forever, but right now it's small, and it's a great opportunity to actually get, you know, not only my input, but the input from the people that are in there, which the people that are in there, incidentally, are incredible human beings, or they wouldn't be in there. All right, that's it. Have an amazing day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.